Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you find yourself in. My name is Gluefoot. Continuing on with Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Wait, this is actually a really good location. Okay, yeah, I did change like the layout a bit of stream, and I'm actually realizing this is a really good location for my avatar. I guess I could move it over. But if I'm just gonna have the party chat open, then it's kind of whatever. Just finished my coffee. My only regret with coffee is that it has too much caffeine and I can't find a decent decaf lately. Yeah. Anyway, someone came in to chat like as soon as stream started. It was actually really funny. And was like, said, "Yo, what's up? Nice stream. I'm a huge fan of this game. I would like to play together with you. If you don't mind, add me on Discord." And then they give their Discord name, and I'm like, dude, this is a bot. You did all of that way too fast. Yeah, so if you ask me to add you on Discord and I don't know you from some other Discord, I am just blocking you. I do not care. Okay. Well, anyway, I learned what a knife hit was today, or not today, a couple days ago at work. It's where you like heat up some like, let's say hypothetically, there was Lalafell leaf, or hobbit leaf, you know, that you heat up some hobbit leaf between two knives. And then you like inhale the smoke. I don't know. It sounded really weird and kind of dangerous. And a dude at my work was like, "No, dude, it's great. Like, you need to try it with hash." And I'm like, "That's okay, sure." And then someone else said, "That's the most like cokehead thing I've ever heard." And then proceeded to explain how they turned a light bulb into a vape. So yeah, that's what's going on at my work. Yeah. But anyway. I'm sorry. I just can't get over that. Like, yeah, that's the most methed up thing I've ever heard. Anyway, here's how I turned a light bulb into a vape. Because they're old enough to, like, know times before vapes were super popular. Right. Well, anyway, I was popping around because I was spending all my tomestones on gear because it capped out. But you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna go to the gold saucer and gamble first. That seems like a good way to start the day. Look, I have it starred. I have to go there. You don't understand, it dings when I hit the button. And it gives me water. The water tastes funny. But I like it. Oh, 2P is 2B, but like pink, I guess. Anyway. I'm gonna see what the mini cactpot says. The mini cactpot tool that I've been using, but I'm guessing it's gonna tell me to go to the middle. Yeah. Okay, it tells me to go to the middle. It's gonna tell me to go to one of the corners. Oh, but not the corners I was expecting. It wants me to fill out the row with the 1. And now it's a bit of a crapshoot. This one gives me the most information, I think. Ooh. Not favorable. I didn't check what the other options were, actually. But I think the 1, 2, 3 row was impossible from then on. Three. Then it's gonna want me to guess the right row. Yeah. I'm starting to learn the heuristics that this operates by. And to be fair, this isn't like a perfect, the mini cactpot from Lulu's tools, that it's not like a perfect tool. It's just designed to give you like consistent results. I think it's heuristic based. Won't like assert that though. 7. Oh, that's supposed to be 7. There we go. Dang it. Nothing good today. Alright, well. Anyway. I need like another headband. Also, let's see, Dark Knight. Oh, Monk is at 349 now. Okay. Tank will give me faster keys. What do you have equipped? Replay, inspect, examine. Ultimate Aiden Morn Zweihander. Damn. Wait, is that the new relic weapon? That is, like, fancy. I'm really looking forward to getting Cronus, but, ooh, actually, do I want to wait the 12 minutes it'll take to... Do I have Crystal Sand? Do I have Script? Actually, hold up. I do, but not terribly much Script. Oh, let's put you in the saddlebag. I've been collecting materia for the sake of, collecting materia for the sake of Crafter Quest. But grade 3 materia is surprisingly hard to get. Like, I can buy grade 4, 5, 6 materia straight up with, like, boss materials. I cannot with grade 3 or lower. And that's actually really irritating. Okay, Ember Rule? No, Adventurers Guild. Wait. Yeah? Hold up, I'm lost. Oh. Gladiators. Right. Okay, let's try this again. Must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan's Sworn for long, and there are other places I would visit. The Arzeneth Ossuary. Ooh, we're gonna go see birds? Wait, not. I guess that's an aviary. But does the ossuary have dinosaurs? An ossuary is something with animals. Or I could have sworn it was. Thaumaturge's Guild. Oh, so I guess not, actually.
When the calamity threatened, Rauban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartanel, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, Aden. With Ala Mhigo now freed from imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees.
I need to take that mask off.
Already many displaced Ala Mhigans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan school in Rhalgr's Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. We do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time the Ul'dah Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question.
I want to seek advice of one who employs refugees.
A wise suggestion. Mayhap a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Manderville?
Oh boy, am I.
And I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make our way to the landing, and I will see word it is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't contain spoilers for the Heaven's Ward Hildefang quest. Those are very light-hearted quests. I doubt that, wait, airship landing. Also... yeah, we'll take that off for now. Actually, can I just apply the, Ooh. Oh, is that? Okay. Glamour plate. Do I have one that's just the headband? Yeah, this was an interesting glamour. Close enough. Wait, actually, do I have a die in here? No. I don't think I have any dies, actually. Alright, I was gonna go to the firmament in, Ishgard to get more dies. I might do that. This might look really good in black. I mean, let's see real quick. Oh, I see. It does need a primary. Die 1, die 2. Not preview. Put black. Is that? Oh, that's bleach, right? Okay. Not preview die 2? Huh? Oh, I guess it only takes the one die. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate, actually. So can I adjust the size here? Yeah, there we go.
I've ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement.
I mean, we're right here, so. Well, glad I unlocked the Gold Saucer forever ago.
I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Rodbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations.
You're still here. Where am I going? Wander Square West. Señor Sabotende. Eh? A flashbang? Hello? Mahjong?
I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Mandeville. Shall we sit while we await his coming?
My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting.
No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice.
And the intrepid Aden Vode and the Sultana herself come calling. There is no more important engagement.
As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I am sure, that many of Alamigo's displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland. And you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might best be distributed?
The unusual circumstances of our meeting, and Your Grace's choice of companion, would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Ulda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea.
You oppose my proposition?
Most emphatically. I agree with Your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Ulda in this arrangement?
Profit? After all you have done for Girabanya's displaced, I thought that you the very last person to seek benefit from their misfortune.
Forgive me, Your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension.
Oh, I guess he is a capitalist at the end of the day.
It is a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Ulda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not Your Grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill.
Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency whilst also serving the interests of the people of Ul'dah.
Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamegans, even as it generates revenue required to win the approval of your subjects.
Capitalism is as capitalism does.
You have given me much to ponder, Lord Manderville. I thank you for your candor.
Alright, I'm gonna go in and see if there's like a high-res option for character textures. Graphics. UI. Okay. Do I have settings like maxed out? Extra detail. Anisotropic filtering. I don't think the anisotropic might actually. Might just be that it's from older expansions. I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't know, let's try it. Low detail models on distant objects. I might do that, honestly.
Prophet. What never even crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my naivety will do no one any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Auden, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldenar Trading Company. But if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I don't. I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte in Ul'dah. A fair journey to you, Auden, and a swift one, if you please.
Limsa Laminsa Lower. I should really set the home point to Ralker's Reach. Like, just anywhere else. Got it. I've been lifting weights again. And it has just been a long time. So I am very, very sore. Do you have anything interesting? Okay, you do. Omega gear. Wait. Oh, Omega Claymore. What? Oh. It's like the Omega sword looks really cool. Wait, it actually does look really cool. Myakuir gear. Odentakai. That's actually a pretty cool sword. Wait, I can get that for 370. Oh, it's only 370 though. Omicron gear? That's pretty neat. Yeah, I don't know. The Skaven armor to me doesn't look the most interesting, but like it's there. So. I suppose I could have fast traveled here. Not clear. Oh, do you unlock housing? Yes, I would like to enter the Ruby Bazaar offices, please. Hydaelyn, to what do I owe the pleasure? Are you here on business? I beg your pardon? Her Grace, the Sultana, would have my opinion on how to best invest the wealth of Ul'dah. My dear Auden, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure. And I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. Why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolorito, man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garter-robe with gold. Excuse me? Okay. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Auden, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Glad I keep the Aetheryte tickets. God, I got like, what, 99 of these? From... Oh, excuse me. From the main story quest, and I still have not even, like, touched the surface of them. Oh, I need to speak with her in Ul'dah. Whatever. It's a lot cheaper now that I've poured it back, and I can just spend another Aetheryte ticket, so, yeah. Oh yeah, that dude's in, like, full Skaven armor and then some. Welcome back, Auden. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? His advice was to meet with Lolorito. With Lolorito? And you agreed to this? He kind of just shoved it down my throat. I'm sorry. I'm well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monetarists at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ul'dah effectively. We could just have him, like, killed. You know? Very well. I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. Okay. What's like up with... Oh, cool, you just transported me here. This is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had occasion to visit. To work then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
Oh, fuck you. Just actually throw yourself off a cliff.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask. There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Lady Lilira.
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say, I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
Wait, is he looks blind.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate.
That's actually a pretty good use of those funds.
But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito.
His answer is going to be like exploit the people.
Share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Huh, I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair, actually.
Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Rogger's Reach, I think. Oh, okay, that's not an option. Agana, Alagiri. The Saltery. I don't remember where the Saltery is. Alagana, was that the one with the people that like we helped? Alagana, Alagiri? Alagana is kind of having a rough time of it, honestly. I think... Oh, Alagiri is the place that Aligana has a lot of good people. I mean, they all have a lot of good people, but I'm having trouble recalling these places. I'm honestly gonna say Aligana, actually. I think Aligiri is kind of already a suburb.
Yes, Quarry Town certainly does carry the potential for profit. At least it would do were it situated anywhere near a lucrative market. It would cost more to transport the materials than they are worth, in my humble opinion.
Okay. Where do you suggest? And what about the Saltery?
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld.
Isn't that one where everyone was
I
murdered?
know the Saltery and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included.
Oh, fuck you.
Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gill.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ounce of profit from its production.
Ugh.
The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as Your Grace desired.
I mean, to the single shred of credit that I can give him, he is solely motivated by profit. There's something about his eyes makes him look blind. Which is weird, because it's not any different from other Lalafell eyes. It's not different from Anonymous. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. We have piqued Lolorito's interests and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Aden. I could not have done it without you. Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Aden, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hex on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ul'dah both. I mean, wasn't the Saltery, like, utterly devoid of life when we went there? That's why I didn't pick it first. Though, granted, I guess people could just move back there. Those are cool pants. Hey, Whisker. Aden, you're back. What did Nanamo... Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? Oh, Roban says he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know. But I am pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the sorcery does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would expect her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, Lys, assuming the interim government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal,
I have one caveat I should like to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Uldar to provide the entirety of the capital would afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugane never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust?
A whole lot. He has to do a lot more than he's doing. After the Crystal Braves?
But, yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss the proposal with the Saltery's residents. Whisker, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything.
Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Aden? I might need you to fill in the details.
Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful.
Where are you? Oh, you're over there.
Porta Pretoria? Why not? Did I get the chocobo over there?
Oh, it already transported me. Too late. Stupid slide casting. Okay, just due east. Yeah, looks like I did get the chocobo here. Alamigo Mercantile District.
Ireful Oak.
The Firkins, the High Bank. Yeah, no, okay, I was right. This is the place we found, like, utterly destroyed. What manner of mischief brings you youngins to Oldwalk this time, eh? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Granddad. Aden, tell him about the deal. Oh, bugger me. We've never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was. Sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cull out the buggers, but the Imperials weren't able to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad. We'll take care of that. Commander Hext has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she'd assign me to the lock if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whisker, my lad. I surely would. So, does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, but mostly to kill Imperials. Now, you've got some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Aden? I think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them. Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock.
Whilst you are busy attending the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Saltery to its former glory. Good hunting.
We're probably still in patch 4.1. Right then, Aden, I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at those pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how well I get on. Is that not a yabby? Oh. Head? Claws, maybe. Belly? Tail? neck? That's something highlight. Honestly, that back leg does seem kind of fragile. The front claw, probably not. Jaw. Wait, the jaw is the weak point? Not have expected that. I guess the claws are reinforced enough that that it probably tears food apart rather than relying entirely on mandibles. The Yabby's entire body is protected by hard carapace. The underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. How was I supposed to tell that? Oh, looks like you found a Yabby. They say hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the soft underside of the head. Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then, wish me luck. This is a nice little touch playing the victory music there. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Good on you, Whisker. Thanks, Aden. I did just as you told me and the wavekin went down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. A Feebad. Use the telescope to observe a Feebad. I don't get any... sorry, I keep checking abilities, but it's because I very much look forward to what I'm able to do soon. No, I don't really get anything between... Oh, no, I do. At level 74, get the blood and edge upgrades. I think I can handle the Yabbies now. So, should we try something different? What else is out there? Let's try a Feebad next. Oh, that's a Feebad? The eye. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a kind of elemental, right? Feebad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Ah, a Feebad. How do I defeat one of those? Let's hit it really, really hard. No. Destroy the core in its head. Inside its head, is it? I'll try to stab it right between the eyes then. No, go, like, for the soft bits of the eyes. Do you, like, fail the quest? If you tell him to hit it really hard. Kind of wonder now. Could have gotten the Skaven chest piece for the sake of fashion. Because I could probably dye that more. It's not easy. Fighting with the Liberator Valamigo watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Aden. Feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road? We should head back to the saltery before Granddad starts to worry I've been snipped into pieces and fed to a Yabby's hatchlings. I do like how these pillars are kind of just here. I guess they're here to accumulate salt. How do they separate salt from sand, though? Oh, I guess salt dissolves in water, so you just need to get the water out of all the dirt, and then you let the salt evaporate. Or sorry, you let the water evaporate.
So you've returned in one piece.
That was those beasties, did ya? I fought them myself. After a bit of instruction from Hydaelyn here. Like, once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad, fine young man you've become, Whisker. Fine young man indeed. Oh hey, there's more people coming back. Too often of late I hear tales of folk over in the city, drunk on victory and hungry for revenge. Their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on, I need to see what the monk weapon for this looks like. It's gonna be hard to take me off of those flaming fists. Dairimaku weapons. Okay, so we can get the Odentic High from this. Jikikai is the Pugilist Arm. It looks okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too... don't care too much for how it looks. I guess, how does the Red Mage one look? Shisiokai. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. The Red Mage arm, pretty neat. I still want one that's just like the gem is just a lantern. Like an old gas lantern. But a giant sword is pretty cool.
It seems Whisker and the Saltery's security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt, and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings.
Message from General Alden.
Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience.
I do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt, and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Uldar.
You should go. I should go. General Alden asked that you wait for him by the main gate in Almegan Quarter. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. I do like the little detail as well that they're using like Imperial shields and helmets and stuff. Like just really making use of what's available. You know, stuff that they've taken off of fallen enemies. Actually quite a nice detail.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. but it is no concern of yours.
Kind of is.
We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light.
I don't remember these.
I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Oh, yeah.
Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Put them to work. Yeah, execution is not the answer. Especially if we want to
You
set
would
an example
spare
for
these
the butcher.
animals. Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine.
I mean, you
In any
execute
event,
someone when you just don't
thank
want
you
to
for
deal
your
with them
honesty.
anymore.
When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Okay.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did.
But he did it anyway.
Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword.
Yeah, true, that would not maybe be the best choice.
But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Yeah, that's honorable.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
That took longer than I intended. At least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arnvold, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates. And I don't mean the Vira. These are the Kalyana, ones that summon the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lise is trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all native beast tribes. We assumed the Kalyana would refuse it out of hand. We'd best go see for ourselves. Pippin... Oh, hold on. We'd best go see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle.
Aden, you've dealt with this Kalyana before. I'd have you at my side.
Keep doing like Irish with him, but it's not an Irish accent that they have. It's what? It's a North British. Come on, up you go. Southwest. What? Alright, well, I guess I'll go get it. In this area? Oh, that's a wall. Now it's directly south. Oh, it wasn't here. Dang it. I missed it. Ali Monastery. Oh, you're outside the building, aren't you? Yeah, you're right there. Of course. "701 Yalms to the north." "181 Yalms to the northeast." I can't, like, gauge visually how long a yalm is, which is turning into a bit of a problem. Yalms to the west. Okay, so it's just above me. Just say it's close and that it's above me. Ah, yeah, there. How did I miss that? All that time ago. I do like how the blood gauge doesn't decay. It's actually kind of cool. Not detect any nearby ether current. Wait, does that mean I have all of them in the area? Dark Knight is really nice for the high damage, honestly. And the extra self-healing is nice in a pinch. Means I'm very hardy.
Aden, Roban. Oh gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. Ye have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss, but we did not come here to shed blood.
Well, you have swords drawn, so you could have fooled me. But anyway.
You claim to seek harmony with all who call Girabanya home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must first ask that you surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will all be returned when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapon. Not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors.
Yeah, said the ones who sided with the Imperials. And that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise. And we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords.
And we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber.
Why do I have the feeling we've welcomed a viper into our midst?
Giant katana, giant katana, giant katana, giant katana.
Yeah.
Odentakai.
It doesn't quite show off with this. Aww. Detachable arm optional. Huh. Wait, how do I put that on? Oh, that's a description of the item. I see. Detachable arm optional. That's... Okay, that's actually just funny.
Aliana and his elders' intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What think you, Aden?
Mayhap even the enthralled can learn to compromise?
You believe an understanding can be reached. It is not entirely unheard of, I suppose. Those who served Saint Shiva eventually sought reconciliation with Ishgard. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. God must be strengthened. I deal with people who know a thing or two about primals, and we rely on the silence.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll round up our comrades, then send them to the Alamegan quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Aden.
Aye, thanks. I'll see you in the palace.
Join your fellow scions in the Alamegan quarter. Ooh. Is it even, like, glowing, kind of? Or is that just the light reflecting off of it? Wait, it has this crystal backing that's kind of like stained or shattered glass, and that's really cool. Aden, I brought reinforcements. Arenvold told me of the arrival of our unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Ishtola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I am not familiar with the Kalyana tribe myself, but Alize's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Despised it, in fact, even compared to other Ananta. Indeed,
This apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them.
Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves?
If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Ishtola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself.
Roger that.
Understood. We should join General Alden inside, then. Hydaelyn, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city at the top of the stairs. Guard there should have been instructed to let us pass.
East end of the palace. Oh. Okay, that's close by. Won't have to go through too much trouble. This back street is a bit weird, though. Feels a bit like a liminal space. Like, hello? But what do you want from me here? You know? Like, no sense of place to it. With the silence, sir. General Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside, if you follow me. Oh, good. We put the Girabanian banner back up.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern.
Kikern, not Chichen.
You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in?
The banner.
For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king.
No one should return to it.
Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Are they going to keep the empty throne? The empty throne as a symbol would be interesting, actually. Kind of hoping they keep that. Have you even brought chairs?
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
Yeah, actually. I'll agree with you there.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ravenfoot. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Girabania devote themselves to our faith.
Not gonna happen.
You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage.
Oh, come on. Wait, the water had... We have water in the royal chambers? What? White woman alert.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
No, they came in through the waterways.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
That might have been hasty. I've taken her prisoner, not killed her. Block it.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
They're gonna be okay?
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Oh right, Arenvold has the echo. I forgot.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, you'd best make it quick.
God damn, that's harsh. Oh, I guess if you're enthralled, you're kind of like enthralled permanently.
Come then.
Understanding that right?
Who will be next to die on my steel?
As if I needed more confirmation that he's just murking dudes. Oh, damn it. If I think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light at my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Auden? Use the duty action to deflect to dissipate ether spheres Lakshmi releases during the battle. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an ether sphere will result in failure. Okay, I see. So that's... Okay, Arenvold's got that one, maybe? Yeah.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
Give up the freedom we've worked so hard to win. Not likely. This is gonna be just like a lot. Oh, dearest me. These are kind of... Oh, I'll get these ones done.
I shall free you from your hate.
Gee, what the fuck? Oh, ye of little faith. Alright.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Oh, for Dola. Yeah, okay. That was Lisa's plan. That's actually a pretty good plan.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Yeah, fair enough. Defeat Lakshmi. Do I still have to deflect ether? I do. Damn it. Fucking don't stand on top of me. What are you doing? Oh, I should have put on the tank buster for that. Oh! Oh dear. Surely you do not mean to... Ah, very well. I will see our guest to safety. There, we finally have a full squad against this. Pitiful, misguided children. Lay down your weapons and rest. He's going after Lise and Robon. Oh. Oh dear. I do like how you can kind of cheese it by moving between them very quickly.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Nice work, Hydaelyn. Are you alright, though?
This is nothing. It's one thing after another. We have to fight as one.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, not soon enough to get the Blackest Night proc respect. Oh, is she just gonna keep repeating this? Okay, so we need to do this before Dola's ether runs out. That's actually pretty fine. I don't think I have enough damage for this.
Here it comes!
Oh, does Lise have a limit break incoming? Yeah. Okay, cool. Good. I was like, that's gonna take... If Lise doesn't do it, I don't have enough damage for this.
We did it! We beat her!
What is the Echo going to show us this time? Oh, just Lise getting her out. Yeah, you did it. Oh, whoops, headache. Yeah. Welcome in, Drac. Honestly, I've been tempted to put... Oh, dialogue.
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Man, she ran fast. Ran all the way from the palace to her cell. It's like a half mile maybe, but even so.
Half mile in 5 minutes is nothing to shake your head at, especially after you've been fighting. He was using monk abilities to dash at people on the way? Yeah. It's a person-to-person grappling hook.
Seven hells. It's her. The butcher.
It's like, I mean, to be fair, that's how I would use, like, biotic charge in Mass Effect. It was honestly just for navigation half the time. Just be like, I need to get up on that ledge. Hey, you. Oh, now she has a headache.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
Alright, it's your mental health. You get to pick the coping mechanism.
Forgiven.
Yeah, she wasn't expecting to be forgiven.
Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
This is a nice little way to bring her back into the story. Or, like, I guess, not so much bring her back, because she was already kind of present, but just to, like, shove her to the front of stage. Well fought, Auden. Arnvald. That was a near thing.
Aye, our stand against the Kaliana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled surely as our sentries were. We must have planned this far in advance.
Security was my responsibility. Security is everyone's responsibility. If you see something, say something. And I know how dangerous primals can be. Should have... Ah, it's my fault. My stupid mistake.
Nay, lass. We're all caught unawares. We'll take this as a lesson, and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. Soldier Havus spoke up in favor of the Kaliana keeping their weapons, springs to mind.
Primal's servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Y'shtola. We'd appreciate the help.
Oh, sorry. Seeing Y'shtola makes me think about commanders in Magic the Gathering,
which really just makes me think that it's like I still want to make an Atraxa deck. Just get like massive board presence with Proliferate.
Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing there?
I asked her to come. You see, she has the Echo, and that means she's able to fight the Primal. I had to practically beg her to come, but...
Well, that explains it, then.
It's sad, but Ragnford was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She just wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls.
True, actually, yeah. He understands restorative justice, maybe not explicitly, but implicitly at least.
I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes.
It's a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination.
Thank you, Alphino. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started.
I will see that you're not interrupted. Arden, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it.
Okay. We're not expecting anyone else to summon a primal? Just the Kaliana? Hey, Roban.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people.
Oh, okay.
It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
Okay. I guess I'm having entire conversations with my neck now.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Rabon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
What? Then who's gonna lead them?
But, Your Grace...
Rabon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
You'd do well to remember yourself, Roban.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me?
Yeah?
Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
He probably is, like, legitimately torn.
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him.
Oh, so Pippin's gonna lead the
I will show you a
Immortal Flames?
Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies.
Use the initiative, I like it.
So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Damn, he actually got him to cry.
Smile for me, Raubarn. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
The touching scene. Bit weird though. Like, oaths can matter to you.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
Yeah. And you do not want to worship a white lady in a sari.
We both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem her grace has
Sultana.
come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project.
Sultana.
She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
He was.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Yes, he is.
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Beatrice, Alphino, 'twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Raubarn. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
Okay.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
I can deal with Raubarn leaving the flames if Pippin's taking over. That's a worthy trade.
'Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
says, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
I don't think he's gonna get his arm cut off. He's a much smaller target, for one.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Yeah. I was, using the echo to see the
Either
future.
you're more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Indeed, for Alamigo.
I think it's about time I headed back to Rhalgr's Reach. What's next for all of you?
Alize will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you, if you've no objections.
You're welcome to company. Auden, why don't you come along to the Reach as well, once you've said your farewells to Nonimo and the others?
Oh, okay. Arnwald's going, I guess. You'll be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the Royal Menagerie attendant.
I've asked enough of you, Auden. My only words for you now are those of gratitude.
Seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed for my earlier decision, overruled though it was.
Must assume Father's responsibilities without delay, lest our rivals, both inside and outside Ul'dah, treat his dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured they will find Tizona's edge just as sharp as my hand.
Keep a sharp tongue about you and a sharp mind as well. Rhalgr's Reach.
Well, here we are again. Alphino has regaled with me a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Y'shtola when we heard report of a primal in the throne room. Honestly doubted my own ears. As Lucifer said, we are lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kaliana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. It's like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. Someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Turn the game down a little bit. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting this to the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have the Resistance Scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the Resistance army out of interest? Are we prepared for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit. Military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller, independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rogger's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesman at the time, and it needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Roban as overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed. He is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. Seeds which we carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms.
That was a long quest. Ugh. I just felt myself blink for the first time in a while. Oh, Gosetsu's back in Bukane.
I do give thanks to Kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But there their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants.
Where did the mole go? She had a mole next to her mouth, didn't she?
These jango are delicious. Will you have one?
Oh, sweetbreads. I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have.
So, what happened to her?
Oh, like talking to a child. Fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come, Tsuyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea.
She's just running along with her dongo. Ah, boy.
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
I guess this means that it's the end of the patch quest. Or of this round of patch quests.
Have you heard the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Xenos put to the sword.
Do not believe everything, Reed. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savage beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless.
Hey, Lord Xenos lives.
Deplorable.
that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and, above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. We'd wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains, then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims.
Oh, who is that?
I mean, didn't we watch him cut his own head off?
Auden!
Great timing.
Just about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you.
The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm's done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made. And we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has decreed that we're to manage a presence at Rhalgr's Reach. Lys will continue to lead our forces in the fringes. Job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. Constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration, and I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. Not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's, Shanti's daughter. You know, the half-dead one. For whatever reason, the Kalyana thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola. She still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet.
That classic extrovert attrition.
Auden, there you are. Alphino, Alize, is everything all right? We've received information from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that, she didn't say. Only that we should come to Kugane right away. I had a mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Alize is determined to make it a party of 3. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister. I have quite given up trying to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You'll be joining us, I trust. Huh. I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lys. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices.
Okay, how did we get from... Oh, we sailed out of Limsa to Kugane, and then went from there to Doma. Okay, I was trying to remember. Ethernet. Ruby Bazaar.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months.
Okay.
So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
Oh, they're saying...
I beg your pardon?
Oh, they weren't saying get Xenos'
I
remains, they're
too
saying
am loath to
Yotsuyu's
believe
remains.
it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I've seen stranger things happen.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
Possibly.
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
You were right to come to us with this information.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day.
Me sitting over here with the
Regardless of
echo.
my personal feelings, if
You're
the
like,
Empire
"Yep."
has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them.
Indeed.
I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Happily. Aye, we'll find Gosetsu together.
Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear.
Huzzah!
Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not, but I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements, and more besides.
Is it one of those catfish people? Get their proper names. One of those, isn't it? The guy that Lise punted. The informant awaits your pleasure in the back streets of Sanjo Hanamachi. From its shining facade to its dark underbelly, few know Kugane as intimately as he. Finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you in your quest, my friend. Sooner our business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should your search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail.
I'll give Soroban a hand. If he's providing us a ship, the least we can do is supply the provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. Welcome offer and an excellent plan. Without further ado then, let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hanamachi.
Okay. Well, anyway. Wait, actually, hold on. But... I guess I would change that in settings. Yeah. I saw someone had a way to show all the different times at once. Be kind of tempted. I am kind of tempted by that, in fact. Hmm. I'm not gonna take the, not gonna take the fast travel. I'm walking, or running, I guess, through Kugane. Oh, I never thought to look for an inn, honestly. This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It has been a while, my friends. Yes, yes. A long while indeed. Yep. I knew it. Yodo, any funny business and you know what will happen, I trust.
No funny business. Only local service and finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap.
No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I have half a mind to call you Lise. Oh, to call Lise, not call you Lise.
No, Lise, I beg you, no boots. I will tell you everything I know, free of charge. The Empire searches for you to see you, high and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help, they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information.
And you have decisive information? Were the two individuals cited here indeed Gesetsu and Yotsuyu?
Alas, see them with my own eyes, I did not. But the Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But here is something we do not know. A rumor which you will find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly Rogadin samurai appeared on Kuganadori with the Brutish maiden and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. It was no common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship.
Well, that is interesting. Assuming it's true, did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question?
No. Curiosity, I do not have a working relationship with the master of Sofuku Shishan.
Now, why would that be, I wonder? If I didn't know better, I'd think he lent you money.
He will help you, I'm certain. When you speak with him, I will make contact with my Garlean connections and learn what I can of their progress.
A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure. But is it wise to let the Namazu out of our sight?
No, he'll betray us.
No more betrayals, no more boots. The divided forces is simply more efficient.
He's right. Given the urgency, we would do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision.
Yes. We will go together, and there will be no boots.
Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. We shall reconvene at the pier later on. Fragrant as the Ruby Bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. I believe Alizé has a task well in hand. Shall we seek out the pawnbroker? Alright, let's see what patch I'm on. Everything in order. Then let us proceed to Kugane Dori and find the master of Shofuku Shichiten. Shofuku Shichiten. Oh, that's a bit of a mouthful. And whistling barely picks up on this, which is kind of nice, actually. We might have had customers like those you describe. So many people come through, it's difficult to remember. Perhaps you could jog my memory by making a purchase? No? Well, you can't blame a woman for trying. Doesn't seem to be the pawnbroker you seek. Rogan samurai and a maiden. Never seen him. Now, if you don't have any business with me, make way for someone who does. Welcome, good sir, welcome. Will you be buying, or... I'm looking for information, actually. You know, Rogadin and a maiden. Ah, so you've heard tell of the Rogadin Samurai's katana. I wonder. Fine example of its kind. One moment. Dare I hope you have found our pawnbroker. Excellent work, Arden. And that is the katana. Be no doubt. It is Gosetsu's blade. Craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you will be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand, and it is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. Blade represents proof of Gosetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered a necessary cost in securing his safe return. Yet it is not a decision I can make alone, least of all when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. I'll pay. Hey, my friend. Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. Enough to know that Gosetsu is alive and well. Yukari, wait. The Scions will buy the katana, pray consider it a gift. Master Alphino, your kindness is touching, truly. Yet, in matters of coin, would Mistress Tataru not expect to be consulted? Oh, come now. Our friend would never have relinquished his blade were the need not great. And are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I'm sure that Tataru will wholeheartedly agree. It's settled then. You have made a wide choice, my friend. Such pieces are few and far between. Now, if you would be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. Hopefully he's not just absolutely fleecing us. Hopefully he bought it off Gosetsu for a good price. If we may ask, sir, after he visited your establishment, do you perchance know where our old samurai went? He is our friend, and we will return his weapon to him. A friend of yours, you say? I see. Well, then, I suppose there can be no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with the requested sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dongo. I duly recommended those served at the Umineko tea house, and thither did they set off. Clamoring for dongo? Can these truly be the same people? Makes no sense. A manner of code, perhaps? But it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up their trail. Ah, Disciple of the Hand or land levels. Okay. Oh, but of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? The most beautiful girl you'll ever see, scoffing down Donko as if her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what he expected, I'll wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers. He was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea. Out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Shiokaze hostelry, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. Gosetsu makes for Doma. This woman who travels with him, the more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she truly can be Yotsuyu. Yay, more furniture I can't use. While doubts remain over the identity of Gosetsu's traveling companion, for now we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier and make ready to sail. With luck, Alize will already have joined Master Sorobon and Mistress Sataru there. Lovely airs and far from home, and someone with experience in wonders and dangers of the Far East. Grew up in close. That's a sick-ass bow. Ba 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 bum bum.
Excellent timing, my friend. Mistress Alize arrived mere moments ago.
All went well at my end. Kyoto met with an Imperial officer and wheedled his way to some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. Imperials based here have been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they picked up Gosetsu's trail. And your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross to the mainland.
Well, we can use the pirates to maybe block the Guardians. Run interference for us.
I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You used Scion funds to buy Gosetsu's katana at the asking price? Aye, well, we were in some haste and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract of sale. Pray see that the man is paid.
Oh, she's gonna lose her shit.
Balls, beard, who agreed to this? Oh, give me strength. Ah, well, it's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alphino, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh? Very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return.
First, let us go to the Ruby Price. If Gosetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him.
Taru seems rather vexed, did you not? Over the melodramatist? I'm sure our finances can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we see her. But I digress, we have work to do. I don't know, I'm with Tataro on this.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries.
Oh, okay, cool. We sailed here already. I got thrown off by the change of environment. Oh, damn, they cleaned up.
What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
Oh.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless
Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Oh, come on, let her fight.
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Come.
I need that as a gif. Or at least a bit more elegant.
Opening.
I did it!
Your defense is lacking. Leave this to me.
I don't even need the DR. I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, how'd I get stunned? Kinda sucks that in like regular duties I'm just not taking enough damage for Blackest Night to be worth it, because it's so fun to use. I guess I could purposefully stand in AoEs. Tansui. Isn't Tansui like a... I know Tansansui is, like sparkling water, but...
all right?
Is he all right?
Gozetsu.
Their pronunciation of that is so inconsistent.
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan, eliminate hostiles! All forces, attack!
I would be happy to oblige you in eliminating hostiles. You know, I am gonna stand in all the AoEs and just see if it procs. Nope, still no. Guess it wasn't in time, but I need to be a bit more reactive with it as opposed to proactive. Can I not stun you out of it? Oh dear. Oh, you're not close at all. I think I mistimed that. Nope, okay. Well. Maybe since I have some vulnerability, I'll actually take some damage. Come on, attack me. Good. Actually taking damage now. Still not enough damage to get through the shield. Whatever, at least I can time my Blackest Night to their detonation, at least. At least try to. Oh, cool, we got him done. Oh, hello. Yeah, they're making a ton of new weapons. Always making new stuff up. Alright. I mean, it's simple enough. Just tank and spank, etc., etc.
The art of my forebears.
How many of you are there? I guess they, like, did bring a full skip. So this feels like a lot of dudes. Okay. That's enough out of y'all. You know, I feel like getting caught in all this. Ten seconds to start storm, just need to keep him alive until then, I guess.
Release!
I stand bathed in heaven's light. We're not gonna make it for you, but we will try our best. Oh, maybe. Never mind. Okay, we did make it. Cool. I don't think those would have killed me, though.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
Yugiri, my friends, the kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
Yeah, you did that.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Sorry for wanting to help people.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Echo time.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time?
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which... That was my first thought, aye. And I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
He has a point.
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Oh, don't act so smug. Tansui says we should move on. It would not do for Yotsuyu to be seen here. Now, if I know my sister, she will already be waiting with the boat in the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I am right. The hell's over here? Yeah, whatever. Everyone's staring at me. Setsu! Thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar.
It was all I could do to restrain her.
Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Arden is, anything could happen in chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings? You tell me you've lost your memory, and that's fine. But I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you. Not for a moment. These people are strange. You're sure they're your friends?
I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear.
All right, if you say so. Right, 'tis past time we set sail. I, for one, would not keep Lord Hien waiting without due cause.
Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget, the Red Kojin bear no love for Yotsuyu either. I shall deliver you to familiar shores, near Asari, but out of the village's sight.
Alright, let us be on our way.
Here's where we part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Auden, when you are not otherwise occupied, I would speak with you about my next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative. I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore a smile to Mistress Tataru's face.
Oh, come along. Tataru's overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? More than you think, plainly. A blade like Gasetsu's is worth a fortune. Enough to buy a house and furnish it, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Soroban's, you will give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us, after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds.
I'll leave that for now.
Must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able and join me on the outskirts of Namai.
I'm gonna look up and see how the Omega weapon is unlocked. Ah, okay. It's introduced in patch 4.4. Hunt for Omega. Oh, you only need to complete Stormblood for it. Okay. Well, let's see. Main scenario quest. Post Stormblood. Okay, so we're only in 4.2. Oh boy. Okay. Elation and trepidation. Can we get through 4.2 today? I suppose that's possible. But I don't think we will. Oh, I was supposed to be here. Okay.
All is well. Good. There are others hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please.
My lord Hien, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gorsetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
Okay, cool. Story time. Camera pans up and we fade to black. Yep.
The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
But we can use those secrets.
It'll end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She's not comprehending this.
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
And use her for info. I hadn't actually considered that.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes,
oh,
my
fair
lord.
enough.
Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Suyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We're lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us. And repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards to the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I am pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Ian, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. You have thoughts, Alizair? Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh? He was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem most unusual. You mean to look for the man? We would be happy to assist you. The guard is under Yotsuyu's command and she wants to escape. That's what I'm predicting happens. We should be glad of the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response. Huh. And there I was thinking I was in charge. You have the right of it. Go on then. I'll mind the house. This is too big a coincidence to ignore. You seek the captain. He passed by a little while ago.
I wondered if I should tell someone as it happens. He did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him. But I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. Hydaelyn.
Captain Gifuya. He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Salazar when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Yeah? Had I not picked up the porter here? The captain went outside some few bells ago, and been quite unwell, I'm sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gusetsu, who straightways struck out after him. Hope they will be alright.
Setsu too? Seems everyone is bent on joining the search.
It's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Aden. Alphino and I shall hold the fort. Let's see if I can actually find Yotsuyu in here. I'm suspicious. No. Which way do you want me to go? Okay, so you do want me to go that way. Let's repair our stuff while we're at it. Okay. Okay, well I don't see Yotsuyu here, which is concerning. I guess only mildly, but even so. Alright, I can fly. Forgot about that. Huh.
Ah! By the Kami! Your Lord Heian! Leave me! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
We're just concerned for your safety, dude.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gusetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
Weird look on his face.
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
Oh. Oh no.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. She may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she'd given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her.
As a courtesan.
But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became.
Yeah, not gonna deny that.
Was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Alright, well at least he's humble about it.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Kosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
If you say so. I won't push the issue. Very heavy topic.
Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others.
I thank you for your help in the search. Setsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life Gifuya led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I will only say this. Gifuya, I know, has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. The question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. Wait, tofu pancakes sound excellent. While you were out searching for Gifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Fluminis. I go there and to ascertain their... If we ride out in force, it will only end one way, so we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri, Aden, can I count on you?
Yes, my lord. Alize and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies.
We would be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe, and I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and, should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well. We shall depart at once. Do take care.
What of me, my lord?
The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return.
As you wish. Pray, stay close to Auden and Yugiri.
Oh well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Oh, I've seen it all. Castrum Fluminis, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll take the chocobo. Can I not go up and over these? Guess I should travel down here. Namai. Order. I guess there's no porter that will take me directly there. Is there a porter over here? No. Ensway chain. I don't think I've been to Castrum Fluminis. Oh no, I have. It's just right here. Thought it was that tower in the distance, but that tower in the distance is off the map. Probably where the Omega weapon raid is. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. Perhaps should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum. Oh, is he going to try to be diplomatic about it? Smoke signal.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Okay.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Doman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
You just like jerry-rigging a flare?
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
Okay, who are you?
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sas Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
Oh. Oh.
It seems I need not introduce myself. Not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady.
Yeah, the ones that her parents, like, basically mistreated her.
The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice.
So I can ignore whatever you say then.
To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
Okay. I am suspicious, but we'll see how this goes. Maxima. Lord Hien is magnanimous in victory. Given our nation's troubled history, we did not expect such hospitality. We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead and ahead to the Yuzuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. At least the Yuzuka Manor is easy to spot. So where am I? Achievements. Watch list. I think I put the... Ooh, I am not close at all. Okay. 43 out of 300. I guess I haven't been doing a lot of level 60 and above stuff because I've been farming the materia. Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you're ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. I honestly don't expect an ambush, actually. I do feel like they're here genuinely. But, you know, in the Empire's way. I hesitate to say in good faith, but... Oh. Didn't realize I hadn't, like, attuned anything here. Okay. Oh, I haven't been here since it, like, got repaired. This is nice, though. I do like it. There you are, Auden. So, first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say, I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an Aetheryte now, courtesy of Onishishu. Be sure to attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior of Light seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. But on to the matter at hand. The ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I'm not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphinaud and Alizé will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. There you'll come. Oh, very well. Twist my arm. Promises to be a dull affair, to be sure, but you have survived far worse. When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Kienkan. The guardsmen will see you in. Oh, hey, it's Hakudo. I still haven't completed, like, his questline. The people are reacting calmly to Imperial presence. Yay.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Doma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
Important thing to distinguish.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend.
Not the same thing.
Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varys wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Doma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korjin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
We'll need to talk with the Korjin about that.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection.
It's true, actually.
Yet even now, there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Yeah, you guys are a pain in the ass.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history.
Okay. So are you actually going to learn now?
My comrades and I would change all that. We, populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
Alright, I can take you at
That
your
would
word
be
for it.
most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
Yeah.
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
Excuse me? Don't give up your
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial Army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting Viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
You already feel
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
Didn't you kinda hate her?
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Wise.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You may. I think it's safe to let them stay.
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all. On the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They are not to gain by divulging the details of their internal division. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. The ambassador's mention of Yotsuyu left me ill at ease. Made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble.
Do you think this might be all a ruse to facilitate her retrieval?
Perhaps. I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yatsuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Elphino, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter.
My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the Ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny.
Indeed, though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. So many of our brothers and sisters languishing in Imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Only the Kami know when I will be afforded another.
Dare we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come, Aden, let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge.
I kinda wanna hear it.
Someone is still sore from being made to watch at Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alize company. We are safe enough for now.
That woodwork looks like little metal horns.
Oh, you're on Reaper. Okay. Oh, a chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Aden. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle, and stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. Take someone with a cool head and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. We're left with the eternal question. What to do while they prattle on?
Oh, are we gonna spar with Asahi?
Alright, for want of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, and it's not as if we'll be missed here. Or will we? Aden, a moment if you would. Ah, Yugiri, and Asahi, was it? You have some business with Aden?
Business? No, pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea.
It is truly an honor. Such heartfelt admiration. One could almost forget you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh? Is that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. And lest you forget, this is my homeland. It would be remiss of me not to at least thank him for containing the threat posed by the Kojin's vile icon. Now, if I may continue. As we speak, Lord Hien deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort, the excursion would be all the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. The Ambassador has the right of it. He is not like to come to any harm with you at his side. Will you join us? Alright. It would be my pleasure. In that case, I will join you as well. There is naught else to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. It's settled then. 4 of us shall make a brief excursion through Yansha. Might we start at the town of Monzen? I would see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well.
if you'll follow me. Travel to the docks. Travel to the docks. Thinking at ferry docks. Let's actually see where they end up. Yeah, probably good to go back to the docks. Maybe? Here's not my... Where's gonna dump them? No, let's just see. Dang it, it dumped us far down here. Oh, excuse me. Aloe's compass. Ooh, can I get up on these things? Oh, that's cool. Right. Still flooded. Hey, can this truly be Monzen, home to the cream of Doma Samurai? I had heard that Yasuyu intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. Indeed, her savagery only served to incense the people and spur them to rise up in protest. It's folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective. The sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Procuring supplies and support for the reconstruction effort should not prove difficult. Once our nations are formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course. If you would have a better view of what remains of the castle, we must proceed through the ruins. Seems to be buttering us up by pitting us against Yotsuyu. Travesty. A travesty. Remember the keep being so beautiful. The light of the setting sun, one would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day, when we have finished helping our people to rebuild their lives. I've spoken like a true popularis. The needs of the people must, of course, come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to my seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Namai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By river, yes. If you will follow me, I will ready our boat. Wait, I didn't realize you could get to Namai by boat. Doesn't seem like it's close to the water, but who am I to say? Oh, a duty. Did it cast off? Sure.
I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble.
Hey. They do not want to see you first. You do not want to be the first person they see. Ah, Kojin.
Are you all right?
Hi.
He's with us.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too. I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
It seems they won't go quietly.
Nope.
And neither will we.
This feels staged. He was delaying until,
Away with you!
It is mine. Leave this to me. I don't know.
okay, well, I'm fine with spamming AoEs.
The art of my forebears.
Forgot that I have a gap closer. I'm too used to doing dungeons at a lower level sync.
Taste my steel!
Okay. Okay, I had been worried about that, but it seems we're fine. Again, this feels staged.
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Thank you, sir.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsu. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
That sounds
the Empire
prepared.
to which you have sworn allegiance.
Actually, there.
Must you always be so pointed? If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances. You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
The Empire must dissolve. Frankly. True reform can only come from within. You're not wrong about that. Yeah, I'll agree with him on that, at least.
I knew you would understand. You have witnessed such change firsthand, after all, during your time in Ishgard.
But it also means you sometimes have to drag people along who don't want to be dragged along. You have to tell them, too bad. Dear me, I'd hoped to convey my views on our nation's shared hopes under more peaceable circumstances. Yet this regrettable little interlude did afford me a chance to see the famed hero of Eorzea in action, and few Imperial soldiers can say that. At least, few who live to tell the tale. Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord? What of Namai? You seem so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am, but I rather doubt the good people of Namai would take kindly to seeing the sight of a man in Imperial uniform, with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. It's actually wise. Yeah, good on you for recognizing that. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord Heian will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. Alright. You know what? Color me surprised. Even if I don't fully trust you, you at least make a very good show of what you do. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Kojin may have overwhelmed us. Pray, go on ahead. Lord Heian is expecting you. I'll remain without, and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Trust you will inform Lord Heian of our encounter with the Red Kojin. If we are to deter them from encroaching on Yansha, our response must be swift and decisive. Yeah, that makes me think it's engineered. Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yansha. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakazuki. But I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please, tell us how it all unfolded. Ed Kojin. Here. Have there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Not that I am aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yansha, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off. But tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? I still don't think he can be trusted. And the question of what his true intention may be remains. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game. For now, at least. Well, forswearing summoning should be simple enough, considering what you never dabbled in it in the first place. Which just leads the somewhat thornier question of how to police the Red Kojin. It was with that very question that I sought Alphino's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. As you will recall, Susanoo was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of ether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that this is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin a means to amass new stores of ether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends, the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with Bunshin and his people, and with their support, I am quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon this Susanoo. And what of their prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the Popularis garner favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? Past mistake which I would see put right. One which has weighed heavily on my mind. Oh, the beauty mark was on her other side, that's why I didn't notice it.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember.
He's trying to see if she's truly faking.
Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please! What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, What sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Guardians shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Okay, so he's not just going to hand over someone who
Now
he
then,
thinks is innocent.
I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade.
Oh no, yeah, he is not fit for battle.
Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Well said. I am going to call stream here, because I'm getting really hungry, and this will be kind of a nice place to pick up. And as well, I get to look at the armor and see which one I want to pick. So I'm planning to stream on Sunday, actually. Because I want to do the Destiny Dark Age Steel Challenge, where you solo a dungeon with only medieval weapons, so swords, glaives, and bows. Though I think that includes crossbows and the Praxic Blade, which is going to be interesting, because that... Yeah, the Praxic Blade is really good. So, anyway, I'll, see y'all later. Have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever. Again, wherever you find yourself in the day, be at peace, go well, good luck, good night, etc. Bye.